Hello, how are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing well. My name is Brian. I am your queer psychic bestie, and I have a reading for you. This is going to be a July monthly forecast for the sign of Libra. So if you have Libra anywhere in your chart, if you like Libras, maybe you're a cross watcher, who knows? This reading might resonate for you. As always, with any reading you find on the internet, take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay, if you're looking to book a personal reading with me, you can do that through email or form submission on my website. Ooh, all of a sudden my palm just got really, really itchy. Libra, you may be coming into money. Uh, isn't if I remember correctly, I think the superstition of the left palm getting itchy is money? I could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, please. But we're going to be doing a Celtic cross just for a look at everything, see what's going on, what does July have in store for you, what's keeping you stuck, where are we going, you know, all that good shit. So let's get into this, Libra. So right away, the first thing that came through as soon as I sat down to do this reading, which again could mean so many wide things for people, but like roses. I saw roses. Roses are not like a specific symbol for me or like a sign for me. So that would be for you. Maybe you bought roses recently. You have roses in the house. Again, palm is getting real itchy, Libra, but interesting. Let's dive in. Let's talk about it. Bottom of the deck is your challenge because it represents what you're not seeing, what you're not looking at. We've got the Nine of Wands, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, as well as the Nine of Swords. So I feel like for some of you, let me roll up, I'm getting warm already. For a lot of you guys, the challenge here in July, the way I'm hearing it is facing your fears. But I feel like with this Nine of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands, some of you have been working on plans that are like taken a while to actually come to fruition. Some of you, this is manifestations as well. It feels like you're kind of in your head in July, you know? You're like, okay, I've been working really hard with the Seven of Pentacles. I've been amassing my resources. I've been doing everything I need to do. Why is my desired outcome not showing up yet? Like what's keeping it? And so it does feel like you've got the Queen of Cups behind here as well. Some of you could have water in your chart as well, but it feels like you're kind of facing your fears over these matters, like specifically in the realm of emotions. Like, well, what, you know, I know this is gonna sound harsh, but like, what happens if it doesn't pull through? You know, like it's like I feel like a lot of you are looking at what's the worst case scenario, and if that happens, I'm gonna manage it. You know, it's like, let's say you're out in public and you think someone's really cute. You see someone out in public, you're like, oh, I want to go up to that person, and your friend is like, well, what's the worst thing you're gonna say? They're not interested. That's kind of the talks I feel like you're having with yourself this month, Libra. You're like, well, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? Like, it doesn't work for me this time around, and I try again, you know? But let's dig into this. Let's see what's going on. So you start with strength right off the bat. So we do love to see this card of Leo. Strength is like self-esteem, self-worth. It is also a testament to tough cycles. You know, when strength comes out, it's like your guide's giving you a pat on the back and recognizing, hey, this has been a little rough for you. You know, I feel like what's really interesting about your challenge and your current energy is, again, it kind of reads like a book, right? It feels like in July, you're really going to be focusing in on, you know, this is taking a lot from me. It is really challenging, but I am not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. You know, your crossing energy is the Four of Swords, which I think is interesting because the Four of Swords in a Celtic cross, the cross is a help or a hindrance. Four of Swords, to me, this is more of a help for you guys. I feel like some of you are also recognizing and understanding that you don't have to be busy, Libra, 24/7 to be successful. Okay, I feel like this has come up a lot in the monthlies, but like success is personal. Success is different for every single one of us. Okay. So right now, you need to start looking at your success and gauging success for you in a personal way. Okay. Let's say, you know, we're out there, I don't know, we're training for a 5K together, you and me. We're out here training for a 5K. And I'm like, oh, I just ran a mile in 15 minutes. And I'm like, wow, that's like I'm so excited about that. That's great for me. Like, that's a personal success for me. If I go and look at maybe our other friend, let's call her Penelope. Penelope comes on this run with us and she's like, oh, I finished my mile in 12 minutes. I'm not going to look at myself and be like, wow, Penelope finished in 12 minutes and I finished in 15. I'm a failure. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Libra, what we're not going to do is that. Okay? You need to start gauging your success on a personal level. Okay? Let's say, you just started a food blog and you have a newsletter and your goal, like, you get 5 people to sign up for it 1 month in the first month it's open, and your goal was 1 or 2. Guess what? You beat your goal. You smashed it. Okay? Gauge it based off of you, not based off of other people. If there's someone in your life that's like, Libra, that like only 5 people subscribing to your newsletter is nothing. I don't care. Are you living my life? No. Are my goals your goals? No, and they shouldn't be. Okay, so you need to understand here. July is really highlighting this, and I feel like beating it home for you, is that your success is not for other people to gauge. Okay? It's not for anyone else to say what is successful and what is not successful for you. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. It feels like you might be playing it a little bit close to the, like, tight purse strings this month as well. Like, you may have to. Yeah, but with the Temperance and the 10 of Cups, I feel like it doesn't matter. It's like you're still happy. I feel like some of you guys also need to recognize and reconcile within yourself that we all need money to survive, but money is not paramount here. I feel like a lot of you are recognizing that, like, money is not the scale at which you are, again, measuring your own success. The scale that you are measuring your own success is, guess what, Libra? You guessed it. You get to decide it. Okay? This is your power. This is well within your power to decide what your success is. Okay? Start exercising that power. Don't hide it. Don't hide it from yourself either. Okay? In your headspace, you have the 8 of Swords. I feel like you're kind of just stuck in this loop, Libra, where you're almost like trying to prove yourself to everyone. And it's like, you need to understand that, number one, if your friends care about you, if your family cares about you, you don't have to prove to them. My friend could call me up today and tell me she is going to take underwater basket weaving classes, and I'd be like, fuck yes, bitch. You go. Do it. You're going to be great. I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't know. Is that like a really smart idea? I think you're making a big mistake. That's not my place to say. She is my friend. I will support her. That's period. Outside of my friend telling me she is going to become Jack the Ripper, I'm going to support them because they're my friend. Okay? You need to understand that if the people around you, if you're going into underwater basket weaving, and the people around you are like, wow, Libra, that's so dumb of you, that's not a friend. Okay? It would be very different if the conversation, a friend would approach a convo like, let's say, all those years ago when teachers couldn't find jobs, and I had friends that were teachers or got their degree in teaching, I'd be like, hey, like, how do you feel, like, about the job market? Is things going well? Like, are you open to, like, moving, like, or relocating? There are ways to broach a topic without being like, that was really stupid of you. That's not a friend, Libra. I don't know why my guides want me to talk about this so much to you, but I feel like you're going to be seeing people's true colors this month based on how they're interacting with you, especially once you start putting yourself first. Okay? There is a way to tell someone something. There's a big difference between telling someone, hey, like, you have a stain on your shirt. You have a stain? And being like, oh my God, hey, look at that giant stain on your shirt. Number 1 is my friend. Number 2 is my enemy. Let's be so for real right now, Libra. Okay? You've got the Page of Cups, the Judgment, and the Chariot. Whoever this is that I'm talking about for you, they're like a repeat offender, is what I want to say here. This could be family for some of you. It doesn't have to be. It could be friends as well. It's someone who always comes in to give you an opinion and hurt your feelings, and then circles back around with some sort of, like, half-assed apology. Like, oh, like, I didn't mean it that way. Okay, impact versus intent. Your intent maybe wasn't to harm, even though I think it was, and your impact was that it harmed me. Okay, you need to start standing up for yourself here with Judgment and the Chariot. Limit your availability to people like this. Limit your availability to people that you feel like are not your friends, babe. Okay, because this is unacceptable behavior. Friends should not be talking to each other and supporting one another like this. Okay? In your physical world, you've got the Hierophant. So for some of you, you could be going to school, is what I'm picking up at this collective. Like there's some sort of higher learning coming in, or maybe you're thinking about going back to school. But there's something about, I don't know, school is coming through really heavily right now. Why? Give me more about this. Death in reverse. It feels like some of you... Three of Cups, yeah. I feel like for those of you that are looking to get into school, it's almost like a jumping off point for you, is what I want to say. But it also is going to help you recognize, again, it just keeps coming through. The theme this month for you, Libra, is so on point of like who's there for you and who's not. Okay, with Death in the reverse, I feel like it's gonna spur some very big like emotional healing within you with the Three of Cups and the Four of Cups, because I'm telling you, fake fans, once you know what to look for, it's easy to spot a fake fan. It is very easy to spot a fake fan, okay? And it feels like, Libra, that's what you're noticing here. You know, you are seeing people for who they are for the first time. And I feel like I feel like this is a really positive step. As much as you don't want to do it with Death in reverse, as much as it is going to be tedious and exhausting to like shed this amount of ego, it's really necessary because you have to start. I really need you to start cleaning house, Libra. Okay, we got to start sweeping and dusting and getting these people out of your energy because this is just not appropriate. In your past, you have the Five of Wands. It's like all you've fucking known here is conflict, Libra. I'm exhausted for you, okay? This is a lot. With the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck, like I said, for some of you, this could be childhood, this could be family. But it's like people, it's like your whole life you've just existed around conflict, and I just feel like you're exhausted by it. You know, it's part of the reason I left my home state is to find peace because I am a Libra. This is partially for me. You know, like I grew up in conflict. My whole life was conflict. Everywhere I went, conflict. You know, I don't want that anymore. I want peace. I want quiet. I want a room that is bubblegum pink that I never have to leave unless I want to. You know, Libra, I feel like one of those cards just fell on the floor. Oh no. I feel like some of you, I'm going to be really blunt here, okay? It might be a little hurtful. Some of your actions are going to hurt people, especially when you are distancing from them, especially if this is a narcissist we're dealing with. And the way my guides really want me to say this is like, hurting someone out of self-preservation, you need to get over it. I know that's so mean. I know that's so hard for Libra because we crave balance and justice. That's literally the card of Libra is justice. But a lot of you guys need to recognize that, like, in the process, maybe the process of accepting ourselves, doing what's right for us, it might hurt someone in the process, but that's on them. That's their trigger to manage. Also, ask yourself, why does you doing what you want trigger someone else? Are we really actually hurting them, or are we simply breaking their control over us? Okay, that's what a lot of this is. In the past here, it feels like a lot of you struggled to step into your power because there were always people there to bring you back down. Okay, it's very hard to elevate when around every corner someone's going, and another thing, and another thing, and another thing. Okay, it's very exhausting, and I feel like a lot of you, you're over it. Okay? Because moving into your near future, you have the High Priestess. A lot of you are governing yourself with your intuition. You're not listening to the voices of people anymore. You're listening to you, and you're listening to your own inner voice here. Okay? That is a really, really positive place to be. Okay, this is really specific for someone. You may have a sister, is what I'm getting, but some of you are contemplating the loss of a sister. Or like by choosing yourself, you might lose access to a sister. Rephrase this. By choosing you, your sister might lose access to you. Okay? That's what my guides really want me to say to you. Okay? You have to start rephrasing this because you are the prize here, babe. By being your authentic self and being happy within yourself, you bring happiness and a light with you everywhere you go. Okay? People that are not authentic with themselves, that are not happy with themselves, you know it and you feel it, and you know exactly who I'm talking about when I said that to you. Okay? They are not the prize. Being unhappy and chronically miserable is not the fucking prize here, Libra. And you have to understand that. Okay? With the Nine of Cups here, the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, I'm not telling you to literally grab all your things and do this in one day, okay? That's not what I'm saying. I'm not telling you to go to extremes here, and neither is your intuition. But what your intuition and this reading is telling you to do is take things slowly. Start moving appropriately. Start just getting the show on the road is what I want to say here, okay? This is a moment of peace for you, is what I'm hearing, that you have not had in a really long time, and you need to keep telling yourself that you deserve it, because you do. Okay? I'm hearing you've lived under the thumb of people for really, really long, and that's not happening anymore. Okay? Let it go. Let these people go. They have no sway over you anymore. Okay? How you're viewing yourself right now is the Five of Pentacles. Libra, what I will tell you is be careful with taking your own abandonment issues and placing them on someone else. A lot of you are putting off this exit because you're like, well, if this was me, this is how I would feel. Okay, but it's not you. It's not you. So why are you telling yourself how they're going to react and how they're going to feel? Okay, a lot of you need to recognize that we are all individuals. We all have our own unique traumas, our own unique worlds. We're all going to react to abandonment differently, and we're all going to react to the loss of a friend, a partner, a family member differently, okay? You're doing this inadvertently is keeping you stuck because you're like, well, it would be so horrible for me, but what if it's not for them? What if you walk away from these people and they don't blink an eye? That tells you everything you need to know. You know, but it feels like, ooh, that came out. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. You cannot worry about how do I say that? You cannot worry about how your abuser is going to feel by you standing up for yourself. Okay, that's not your concern, babe. Unless this is like immediate, I'm in danger concern. Yes, absolutely. But like, if we're talking about going no contact with like a narcissistic family member, narcissistic friend that you don't think is gonna Jack the Ripper you, how they feel about you distancing is not your concern. Okay, you've got the Three of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Hanged Man. It feels like also, Libra, you have some people in your field that are like waiting for this to happen. It feels like with the Three of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the King of Swords, a lot of your friends, I feel like when you make this move, are going to be really happy for you. You know, it feels like there's people around you that's been... It's almost like they've been bolstering you a little bit, being like, hey, do it. Okay, it's time. Like, you know, it feels like you have a really good, solid support system here, Libra. You just have to start believing in it, you know? Because your superpower, I can't make it up, babe, is Eight of Cups. It's time to go. Eight of Cups is a walk away. Okay, Magician at the bottom of the deck. What's next for you? What's the next chapter for you? That's what you need to start asking yourself here. That was fast. Yeah, the world is your oyster right now, Libra. Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, and the Empress. For those of you, this is a mother figure. For some of you, this is a mother figure. I should say, not for those of you. For some of you, the person we're talking about going no contact with is a maternal figure, okay? The way my guides are giving this to me is like, you were taught that the world was bleak. You were taught that the world was all these bad things that you had learned your entire life. And a lot of you are coming to the realization here that that's not true, that this was false. It was a false message given to you, you know? It's almost like I'm hearing false prophet. It feels like whoever sold you this kind of narrative wanted you to believe that. You know, they wanted you to believe all the bad things in order to keep you controlled. And I feel like with this Five of Cups, you have to recognize within yourself that things happen when they're meant to. Okay? Yeah. You didn't see it because you weren't meant to. Why beat yourself up for it now when instead you could just be making your break? Okay? Sometimes we don't see things, and that's okay. That doesn't make us any less worthy of what we want. It just makes us human. All right? Because your hope here is the Six of Swords. It's going to happen, Libra. You are going to be heading out here. For someone specifically also, okay, interesting. With the King of Wands here as well, so this is very specific. Some of you are going to be moving with a partner. There's like something about like a physical relocation, but it comes with a partner. Or like when you find a partner, you will physically relocate. But a lot of you, I feel like this is the way I'm picking it up is like a joint thing. This is not a solo thing. Yeah, Nine of Wands. So hang in there. You know, Libra, but some of you, relocation will happen when you have a partner. That's obviously, take that if it resonates for you. That's not going to be for everyone. The Hierophant. Okay, maybe it's for more than you than I thought. Hierophant is marriage. Knight of Cups. Okay, maybe that's the whole message. Yeah, Eight of Swords. A lot of you need to... You will leave, is what I'm getting for some of you. Okay, weird state to come through. Minnesota? Maybe you live in Minnesota, babe. I don't know. But some of you... Maybe you relocate to Minnesota. I really don't know. You do have a partner that is going to walk into your life. It will lead to a higher form of commitment, such as marriage or whatever you want here. But a lot of you need to recognize that this is kind of your get out of jail free card. This person coming in, this union is eventually what does kind of take you to leave here, to get out of wherever you are. So you just got to hang on. Okay, the way I'm literally hearing it is like, just keep hanging on, babe. Just keep doing you. Eventually you will leave. Have hope. Hold that hope in within yourself of like, I will get out of here. But it does feel like that is something that is going to happen when you have, again, some sort of like partner, some sort of commitment that takes you out of there. So, your outcome is the Hanged Man, Libra. I do feel like this is a tough end game for you because... I know you don't want to hear it, but the end game in July is waiting. It is biding your time. It is healing. It is coming home to yourself, creating a sanctuary for yourself, and just all around prioritizing yourself, your feelings, and your life. Okay? I get it. I know how badly you guys want out, I'm hearing, but you have to come first. You can't leave somewhere with the same issues you had there because you'll take them with you, okay? There were some issues, you know, some of you know I moved from New York to Pennsylvania. There were issues that I took with me emotionally from New York to Pennsylvania, and it wasn't until years of living in Pennsylvania did I heal it, okay? I feel like some of you need to heal some things first because some issues will inevitably find you. They will. There's no, you know, but... Some of you need to do healing first to get through like the bulk of it, and then the tidbits will follow you, okay? Yeah, you got the Page of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Right now, babe, your priority this month in July is just supporting yourself, maintaining your sense of self, maintaining your happiness, and just all around living a life for you, being happy for you, doing things for you, and remembering that, again, other people don't get to decide things for you. Okay, Libra, it feels like July is going to be very heavy for you in terms of, well, I'm doing it because I want to. You know, oh, why'd you get that nose piercing? Well, I did it because I want to. You know, oh, why'd you paint that wall orange? Because I wanted to. You know, this is a month of like being unapologetically yourself and not making room for people who don't deserve to be in the room with you. Okay? Let's get you an oracle card. I'm using the Angelarium here. As always, it is like my favorite oracle deck right now, so I will literally use this until I am dead and buried. All right, Libra, let's get you Can I get a card for Libra for July, please? What's going on with Libra in July? What's the advice for Libra in July, please? All right. Libra, July, please. Thank you. That was fast. Interesting. You guys have off Angel of Anger. For everything you've been through, Libra, I'm surprised anger didn't come up in the reading at all. This is the first card, I believe. Oh no, I was wrong. It's the third. It's 23. But let's read it. It is easy to see the clear danger that comes with naked anger. Be careful, as avoidance is rarely an option. The relentless nature of this persona can only be countered with empathy, which is its weakness. Consider the ways in which your own insecurities might be inadvertently nourishing feelings of malice hiding in your shadow. All right, Libra, you absolutely got this, babe. July is going to be really, really good for you guys. You're just, it's you. Choose you. Do it for you. Make choices. Make decisions for you. Okay, guys? I will leave you with that. That is your reading for July, Libra. If this reading resonated with you, if my reading style resonates with you, do consider liking and subscribing. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. So that's super exciting. We're almost there. If you would like to interact with me on a live basis, I go live 3 days a week on Twitch. You can find me reading tarot, doing collectives as well as personals, Wednesday and Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. EST, as well as Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. EST. So I will leave you with this, Libra. I hope to see you on Twitch, but if I don't, that's okay. I will catch you guys in the next video, all right? Bye, everyone.